Alright, I'm going to be showing off my alchemist inquisitive build. First things first, one of the cool things I've got is conjure bolts. I can conjure a stack of bolts, and it's 1,000 at a time rather than the normal 100 stack per thing. And it doesn't really cost me a ton of spell points. I have way more than enough spell points. For comparison's sake, for a friend that I've been playing DDO with recently, I'm going to run thernal on Reaper 1. I could probably handle higher than Reaper 1 successfully, but there's no real way to be sure. I'm not going to worry too much about it. The whole point of this right now is just for me to catch up on the other friend I've been playing with who is ahead of me in XP. I'm going to be ahead of him from doing this, but it's not a big deal. And alright, thernal it is, starting with Reaper 1 on the very first quest. So my inquisitive build, first of all, gets to dual wield heavy crossbows. This heavy crossbow is pretty nuts because it starts with a D10. It has an increased weapon die, so it goes up to a 1.75 times the D10. It's got a +5 competence, +1 critical range and multiplier, and I add my intelligence to my attack and damage rolls. And since my intelligence is a +13 bonus, that doesn't suck. It also has Undead Main for 3d10, Fiery for 3d6 fire, Holy for 3d6 good, a mythic weapon boost to get an extra +2 ranged power thrown in there. This is an absolutely wicked weapon. Now, let's add shocking to it, so that way it gets an extra d6 of shocking. Woohoo! Then I can also give myself elemental skin for some more resistances, and greater liquid courage. I just get to walk around with a GH in my pocket. I'm going to equip the skeleton key for a Reaper physical resistance rating, just % less damage, and I'm basically ready to walk forward. So I'm going to throw up a displacement, and I'm going to pretty much throw displacement on myself every single time it empties. You'll notice my one ability just went on cooldown. I probably should have shown what that is, and I'll do that next time, or at some point. Here, I'm about to hit my one again. I did 93 instead of the normal numbers. Pretty solid. Alright, this one I'm just delivering supplies and killing monsters. Nothing particularly special. So that number one ability is I ask questions first and I shoot later. It's a +5 weapon damage attack. Silly spiders, I didn't know you were back there. +5 weapon damage, +2 to critical threat, and +2 to the multiplier of the crit damage. And I can use that every 15 seconds. The other option is a lesser ability with just +2 weapon damage, and every 6 seconds. I typically find that I'd rather have one really big thing for a caster than a couple small ones. Alright. I need to get enough enemies to show off the really cool thing that this build does. Do I dare just run forward on Reaper? Sure, whatever. There should be some methods or something up here. Here we go. I'm going into no holds barred mode, where I just rapid fire my bolts. You've seen me fight a couple of these things already in this mission, and they did not go down that fast. I just put out a absolute disgusting rate of fire with that ability. And I can use it every 30 seconds or so. I can only use it 6 times per rest, but that's not a big deal. And I just realized there's another ability I'm supposed to have slotted on my bar. and another cool ability on the alchemist I should show off. So here's another cool ability. I have glue, which of course that spider saved. Give me a tiny pile of enemies so I can show off glue. Or any enemies. It saved as well, whatever. I'll just kill it. It's not exactly taking me much to rip through these. Alright, well, I need to find one more enemy to kill. That's disappointing. It doesn't let me deliver the supplies apparently until I've made it safe. I was hoping I wouldn't have to explore any further down those side passages than the spiders that came out. That was just my own fault. I'm busy trying to show the build rather than do the thing. I also need to remember to put Voice of the Master on before the quest ends. I have way more spell points than I need, so I don't mind using Displace on cooldown. Really no reason with this kind of build not to be displaced. There we go. Nope, that doesn't count because that was a spawning thing. These will count. Alright, where's that thing I just added in my enhancements? Resting Assault. Slot that to a bar and swap it with this because I don't use that anymore in this current thing. Oh, another thing I have on this build is Law on your side. It adds a D8 of law damage to non-lawful creatures and it scales with 150% of my ranged power. It's actually more than just the D6. No, wrong menu. Oh well, it's going to tell me that repeatedly now. Law on your side has an extra damage dice, that's 2d6, an extra damage dice, that's 3d6, and 2 extra damage dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5d6 ability, and it gives me plus 10 ranged power and 30% fire rate increase. Alright. Putting the voice on. Why did I switch that? I have no idea. This shouldn't even be on my bar anymore. Okay. Done with Thernal Part 1. Not very much XP, not very dramatic. Nothing really going on here. But it was Reaper still. Didn't even see a Reaper. I need to see a couple Reapers to really show you what I've got going. And I'm just letting my hireling follow me mindlessly. It should be perfectly fine. I am overskilled for a mission like this. The other nice thing is I'm a trapper myself. And I have an automatic search feature. If I just get near a trap, I should automatically find it. Alright, there's a Reaper right up there. So as soon as I'm done buffing, I can even give myself Stone Skin. Let's throw this up. And let's go into fast mode. Reaper die. It died. And everything around it died. I've got Fear Guard on my thing, is why that gargoyle just stopped moving when it got up close to me. There is nothing gross about the clear on this character. Alright, Carnage Reaper, so let's go back into crazy mode. What Carnage Reaper? I don't think I can put the next quest on Reaper 1, even though I'm soloing. That's 3 Reapers in a row right there, and not one of them got a shot off. Now, mind you, this particular mission, if I had put on a higher level, could be really, really annoying for one specific reason. Alright, I saw Fear itself pop up. That means there's a Fear Reaper around here somewhere. There it is. And a Plague Reaper. Wow, all the Reapers are coming to visit me today. You know what? Let's just activate speedy mode. There's way too many things in front of me. Alright, speedy mode engage. Fire all the bolts. That's just not how this should go. My hireling bar really needs to come up where I can use it. I also haven't used any of my panic buttons recently. I should use some of them just to show you what they're like. So here's one. If I glue, I missed. That wasn't glue. Oh, well, that's why I missed. I was doing something that was all around me rather than in front of me. My bad. Here. If I glue things, they get stuck to the floor and they're effectively stunned. They just sit there and do nothing. I can glue a lot of things, and I can glue them repeatedly. So if I were to actually be doing something difficult, this makes some of that trivial. Oh look, a render. Those are supposed to be hard, aren't they? Not looking nearly as hard as they should. Oh, he touched me. How dare he? Oh look, there's a trap here, and I automatically found it. Now it's gone. It's gross being on a build that can deal with traps that effectively. Alright, I probably have to do the lever thing. Yeah, I have to do the lever thing to get this open. Oh yeah, I also search for hidden doors just by walking near them. I do it at a -4 search penalty, but I've got really good rogue skills. I've only got one level of rogue in the build, and it was my first level. I started as a rogue, and then I splashed alchemist. The alchemist is for utility and stuff, like the self-healing, the buffs, all kinds of cool reasons to be an alchemist. The spells are actually can be really good. You can use them like a spell slinger. I don't really do it myself. My buddy who's using a similar build does a lot more spell slinging towards the end. Towards the higher levels, I just don't. What did I tell him to do? I honestly don't know what I just told him to do. I'm probably just gonna talk. Oh, he seems to be following me. That's good. Alright. There was some stuff up here that was going to try to kill him. I don't know what happened to them all. They're not here anymore. I am going to rest real fast just to get my speedy buffs back. It's the only thing I really need to rest for ever. Alright, rebuff. Wait. I was going to say my shocking weapon went to somebody else. Alright, speedy. Every one of those little sounds is actually 2 bolts going off. Now I'm going to be careful not to outrun the dude I'm protecting. One Reaper spawning behind him could be a very bad day. Don't really want to ever have to repeat a quest, especially something in thernal. It's not exactly the best XP area. It's not bad, it's just there's better, and thernal's all about do the same thing repeatedly. He's still fine. He's still fine. Put this placement back on. Wait for him. And let's go speedy and find some stuff to kill. Oh, another thing I have is Archer's Focus, which if I stand still, I get increased percent damage every 3 seconds, up to 15 stacks. Double check on him, he's fine. My displacement's down. Normally I would do something about that, but I just don't care. Double check my Voice of the Master is on. It is. I forgot to switch to the physical resistance rating because I just don't need it. It's also a disabled device ability. Hey look, 13,000 and a bunch of Reaper XP. I'm turning up the Reaper. We're going to do a proper example here. There's a diplomacy option. Wonder if I should have clicked it. Secure the area. Let's just go Reaper 2. I don't want to get too crazy while solo. All it takes is one really bad set of spawns. I feel like I can take more. Defeat all the renders. That Carnage render almost reached me before No Holds Barred got active and went crazy. Here I am going to put my resistance item back on. It's only 3 physical resistance, but it's effectively almost 3% less damage I take. It's something. There's no renders down here. I don't know why I'm killing all of this. Conquest, I guess. No renders in here. A couple of special ability guys go a long way. Alright. Should have activated that sooner, but you know. Or use any of my utility things I was telling you about that protect me. Here's one of my utility things. Oh, they're immune. Okay. Didn't expect that. If I want to use my panic button, here's what it does. Everything around me gets -10 melee, ranged, and spell power. It gets 5 stacks of vulnerability, and it gets dazed for like 12 seconds. Where is it? Dazed, if they don't make a will save that's pretty decent, they're 10-second dazed. Bosses are immune. Daze is removed on hit though. That's the only problem with it, is you have to stop shooting it or be swarmed by a lot of things so that you can pick one out of the crowd to kill. And then fight them one by one as you can start picking on them. I think it's a fair trade. See, on any other character, I would not just run up to a render like that. On this character, I'll just run up to the render. And it's quite safe too, like I can kite so well. I can just tear through stacks and stacks of enemies without really caring. I wasn't intending to let him hit me there, but you know what, whatever. Alright. Can see Earth Ellies in the distance. Where was that trap I found last time? So I didn't find it with my search this time. There it is. Auto search failed, but I can always manually search it. Poor guy almost landed a hit. Not quite, though. I am going to stop for the shrine, not really because it's particularly important, but get my speedy back. I've been balancing how fast I use them with the shrine in mind. Okay, here we go. Greater heroism, give me that elemental resist, shocking weapons, give my hireling shocking weapons just in case she ever actually hits anything. Stone skin's nice, a little outer layer of protection. And hireling's not even full health, let's fix that real fast. Alrighty. Let me open this one by attempting to stick it. Aww. I don't have acceleration, so it threw too high in this little narrow corridor. I'll just burn through them this way instead. Should be some methods in here. And apparently some renders. Ah, it's a lot of gargoyles. Here. That should daze them so that I only have to fight them one by one. Make sure my hireling doesn't die in the pile. That worked well. Not quite what I thought I was going to do at first, but it works. That was a lot of stuff down this hallway, and it all sort of just disappeared. I wonder if there could be anything special in this next room. Looks kind of scary. Let's put on a displacement. Pop the damage buff. See what we've got. Not what I thought. Clearly. Thought there was an enemy like right there. Is this another shrine? Oh, there's an enemy. Alright, well I didn't get to fight them with the full ability, but it still doesn't really matter much. It is another shrine. No, I only have 12 things to kill. I'll be fine. I don't need all my abilities. It'll take me too long to buff for it to be worth it. Holy burst, light resistance. Nice. Maybe I just had to pull the lever for all the stuff to start spawning. So I ran around looking for these guys and I didn't find them. Came in fully buffed for it and everything. fact that that only heals for 20 is pretty gross. That Reaper heal reduction. So here, let me show what a heal looks like on the higher, 76 versus 19. That's how much they dink your self-healing ability. I stuck some of them in the glue. Alright, time to just mow it all down. I was thinking there were levers back in here or something. Maybe not. Maybe it's just this one. Now this thing did flare up. Was there a trap box for it? Doesn't seem to be. I am the intelligence. Well, I only have 5 things to find and kill, but I can get back all my abilities. This is worth less XP than the one before it. That's kind of crap. The one before it was decent. First one sucked. Second one was decent. Oh, let's stick with shocking. Shocking's fine. I think that must have opened the next way off of that branching room. Ah! Mouse, behave. Did I redo all my buffs? I did, except for that one and that one. Nothing gross about this at all. Doo-da, doo-da. See, that's 2 of these champion earth elementals. They should really not go down like that. And then before I kill the last one in the back, put on my voice, get that bonus 5% experience. Excuse me. I really don't care about the ceremonial blade. I don't know, that's supposed to be a tough one. Maybe Reaper 2 is not enough. really care what my reward is. It's going to get crunched down for crafting essences anyway. I could probably look into exactly what crunches for the best. I just don't care enough. You'll notice I haven't even been using my potions of haste. Time for the eastern side. I can't see the recording timer while I'm in this mode. Sure, I'll just stick with 2. Oh, yeah. So you'll notice I'm down to my last 2 stacks of conjured bolts, and I'd conjured like 3 of them before. I try to always keep 2 there so that if I notice it loads 1, I can make another. And then if I miss a notice, because I was a little, preoccupied with the fighting at the time, I have an opportunity when the second backup one loads. That was a lot of spider in one spot. I don't know if I perfectly remember where I'm going, but it's close. I think this might be the one where I have to find the random chest. I really would have liked that sticky to have worked. Scorpions don't dive if they're stuck. Oh yeah, this is where there's going to be traps. I was hoping I'd just find the traps with my thing. I'm getting a little paranoid here. I know there's a bad trap here somewhere. A little bit of meta. There once was a boss, and then there wasn't. Alright, so that's which one I'm on. The other one I'm thinking of what the key is the central excavation then. I'm gonna go get a drink while I finish. Alrighty, a drink has been acquired. I just need to advance the quest line. And now that I remember what this side is like, escort. Ooh. Always with an escort, don't go to the highest. Normally what I would do with an escort mission is run ahead of them and clear it, but on Reaper, things can spawn behind you and kill them. And that's really disappointing. So I'm probably going to tell the idiots just to come with me. Alrighty. Is it a good plan to tell them to come with me? Don't know. Super dangerous. Probably shouldn't have put it on Reaper 2 in the first place for an escort mission. And it was pretty clear from the title that it was going to be an escort mission. Well, I have good news for you, everyone. Not doing it on Reaper 2. And that never happened. There's no proof. Actually, there's lots of proof. My bad. I didn't pop my correct power buff. And then I sort of just let them flame strike the group. I was just about to say, I bet these flame strikes take out the protect the person. Turns out, they took me out first. DDO points. Come here if you're on vendor. So I've only got 10 basic resists, and if I tell them to give me everything, I get 30 basic resists. Didn't mean to change stances, I just wanted my horse. No reason to walk anymore. The game says have a horse, I say yes. Yes, please. Now the question is, do I want a unicorn in the Feywild? I actually don't know if you can get a riding unicorn. I think you might just kill them as enemies. I haven't bought the Feywild yet. I'm tempted to, partially just to see how their creative minds are creating new content. It's a new company running things, and it's kind of unclear to me whether they're mostly just letting it run and updating things just to have updates, or if they're actually doing a good job. Alright, escort the crap. Did I run out of hireling too while not paying attention? 14 minutes. If I have to do this again, I will run out of hireling. It's amazing what a combination of constant move kiting and already being on speedy shoot can do. Alright, I really do think I'm taking them with me on Reaper. It is entirely possible for stuff just to spawn back here. Wish I had Joe with me, That way, one of us could run ahead, grab aggro, while the other holds the thing, and then drag the aggro back so I can machine gun it down. I never have to risk anything. Anyone hurt? Yeah, a little hurt. Carol just cuz. In fact, you know what I realized? I don't actually have to do it with the hireling. I'm a healer, dang it. I'm everything on this build. I'm a trapper, I'm a nuker, I'm a boss buster, and... Alright, these are going to definitely come to life. I don't want to handle this. Nah, let's just go into speedy mode. And just in case, crack a heal flask on everyone. You don't drink alchemist liquid, you just smash it on the floor and it affects everything. Oh, Thrack Hounds. These things can do PK. I don't actually know if I have Death Ward up. Alright. Speaking of, somewhere in here I have a Death Ward clicky. It's newer equipment. I remember really thinking it was a cool piece of equipment. It came with a Death Ward, so I'm looking for something with some number of charges. Oh, please tell me I didn't bank it. Either banked it or sold it or something. I'm not seeing a Death Ward clicky. Maybe I'm wearing it. Does something I'm wearing have a clicky? I don't even have my flesh render thing around. I want to say it was one of the cloaks. Apparently none of those. Alright, I'm just rolling with it. Please don't have many Thrack Hounds. Those guys are terrifying. I don't have enough charges to speedy every single fight because it's going to be relatively mini fights in here. Oh, maybe I should have speedied the methods. Please don't die. Did one of them die? Oh, it looks like I got one of them killed. The important one is still alive. You know what I should do also? Is set the hireling to guard this person. I think there was a trap back there and just the hireling hit it. Don't know where its box is. I should be more careful next time I come down. I'm pretty sure it's down the next hallway, but I'm still going to do this and be careful. Do this and be careful. There it is. Alright, so this is where I need to bust down those doors on the left and the right in order to activate the crystals. Either that or I just have to get them to the door and the ignition ends. Because I'm not seeing what I expected to see. Okay. That's what I was expecting. I'm going to be real conservative with my speedy thing charges in here. Didn't auto find a box. Didn't find a box there either. Do I care? Apparently I care. I have to open this thing. Turned off the thing and opened the door. Alrighty. I'm having mild regret that I didn't pop the bonus already. I also don't think having her guard the NPC is as good as having her come with me anymore. So help me if I get that door open and they die instantly. Because of Reaper or something. This is a shrine. Alright. No more being conservative with charges. I don't know what the deal with the runes are. Oh, I could find the secret door, or I can rune the secret door. Okay. Is this going to be a trap? No ambush? Okay, just a chest. You need to have the stats to use the runes. Alright, speed. Remember that pile of methods that killed one of the guys? Looked a lot like this. Yeah, I should have just done that, because that whole pile would have been dead before they got a real attack off. Did not remember this shrine being here. Not even a little bit. There are a bunch of enemies below me for sure. I feel like there's multiple levers on both of these sides. Is there water here as well? No. Come on, enemies, where are you? Trying to just get that ambush over and done with. Come on, guys. Thrackhound, something. There it is. Ooh, he hit for 120. Looks like I missed one lever. It's probably symmetrical and under the staircase on the other side. Under the staircase? Sure is. Not completely symmetrical, but enough so that I had an idea of where to look. Alright, now there's either traps, beholder, or something, or both. Definitely beholder. Or trap. All the things. I don't remember thernal enough not to be afraid. Nothing else? Alright, that wasn't so bad. The other side, I think, has swimming puzzle, and then maybe the beholder is optional. Do I fight a Reaper beholder just for a little bit of XP? And risk failing this whole big long mission? Yeah, I do. I have a pretty decent amount of confidence in myself, even though this Warforged shredded me earlier, which may or may not have been cut out of this video. You might have no idea what I'm talking about. Cheers. No reason not to get all 6 boosts back. And I've spent a lot more spell points than normal, healing the guys constantly and throwing all kinds of buffs. Hireling stuck, might as well summon it too. I keep forgetting to re-up my stone skin when it dies. Ah, spiders. What spiders? This time, I was ready for that rust monster. On the other side, I was not ready for that rust monster. Remember those guys that flame struck me to death the one time? I was ready for these again as well. Did not know they were there, but I just so happened to already be in speed mode. Please don't slow me. Alright, the plague almost got me. The plague can make it so that you get no healing from any sources, and so that you have slow, and it can spam magic missile, and I don't have a shield clicky. It can do all kinds of nasty stuff to you. I feel like this room should have enough stuff to be worth it. Let's go speed mode. I just saw like a 350 something hit on him, and his health went like right back to full. I don't know what the deal with that was. A bunch of levers here that I'm not seeing. I know there's an underwater optional or something like that. Alright. I'm messing around with you guys. I saw a shrine back there that'll unlock when I finish this side, so I don't have any particular reason to be conservative again. Alright. Forgot to up my displacement, but I don't think it matters if I'm just going to shred everything too fast. Anything else in here for me to kill? Alright, moment of truth. Did I get the crappy Reaper event where by not having two people, the door opened, there's one enemy inside, and it Reaper spawns, jumps onto Coil, and kills him, and I instantly fail the mission, no fault of my own. Looks like that might be a shrine on the other side of that door too. I had lots of shrines. I'm going the right way. Yeah, here's the broken doors. There's Coil. I already killed you once. Woohoo! That was 17 minutes. It's not good. It's not even 1,000 a minute. That's close to 1,000 a minute. And that's kind of your benchmark for what's worth it and what's not. He gave me a potion. Accept the potion, I'm thinking. He gave me a potion of Cure Serious Wounds. Wow, that is a joke. I'll still keep it on Reaper. But this is the Defend the Dude mission, and it is not good. Oh, optional, keep them from giving him an incapacitating injury. That's different than it used to be. It used to be he could die and that was it and it was done. In that case, I regret not putting the Reaper higher. Summon more stacks of bolts just in case. And this time I'm going to show off a different ability that I have. I'm going to show off my turret ability. I am not going to move. By not moving, I'm going to get stacks of whatever that thing is up there. Archer's Focus. My stacks of Archer's Focus get +5 bonus to range power up to 15 times. Range power is roughly a percentage increase. So 5% 15 times. 75% bonus to damage. You'll notice my base damage is up to the 70s now, most of the time. And I'm not using my other attack boost. Here, let me use my other attack boost. Where is it? Right here. Alright, power boost that. Give me more stuff. Those were some crits and some fails with damage resistance. Wanted to show off this power boost. It puts my speedy mode on cooldown, so I don't use it that often. Another one bites the dust. Oh yeah, the Archer's Focus stacks go away over time. If you didn't notice them ticking down every few seconds, I lose a stack. I think it's like every 3 seconds I lose one. I don't know. Every 3 seconds I lose 3 apparently. So it went from 10 to 7. Oh, it's been a lot more than 3 seconds. I don't know how long it takes for it to drop a stack, but it drops them. Maybe every 10 seconds you drop 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and assume a wave is coming. Go into speedy mode. I have 15 seconds. Alright. Didn't time that well. Two things. 1, heal him. 2, guard him. It's been plenty. Come on, speed mode. I'll heal myself. Yeah, it's kind of a boring quest. There's a reason no one runs it. 15 minutes for like 7k. Even after bonuses, it's not going to get a whole lot better. I forgot my voice of the master in that last quest. That's kind of sad. I'm gonna wait for a golem to come to life or something to hit speed mode. Or maybe I just wait until I see activity. It'll keep me from attacking for about a second and then I go crazy. It's more damage than if I just shot the whole time. It just gives that 1 second delay to however much they do. I'm just popping it. Something's coming. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll be Thrak Hounds. Just the one golem. And he didn't even make it to the center. I'll just watch Coil. He apparently tenses up anytime something spawns. Don't make me move. Oh, they're gonna make me get out of turret mode. If I move, I lose those archer's focus stacks. I will interrupt my rest if something comes. But I want my 5 more stacks of whatever back, and I never want to be left without one. Alright, still doing fine. Coil's still alive. Nothing bad going on here. Is this a decent turret spot? Yeah, it's fine. Just chilling. Not gonna lie, if you're someone actually watching this whole video of me playing the game, one, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've got something interesting out of watching me play this character. And two, I'm so sorry that this quest is so long and so boring. Honestly, when someone gets to the start of this 15-minute quest, they should just skip 15 minutes on the video. On that note, it says there's 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. Skip maybe 5 minutes. Hopefully in that last minute and a half I have an actual boss fight with that same Basthul guy that I've fought several times already. To be honest, as long as I time it well on getting my buff up, that fight will be a few seconds long. Hey look, it's a hireling. I saw a Thrackhound in the back, gotta kill those faster. They can instant kill things, including me. I don't actually know if I have Death Ward or not. I wanted to put the clicky on me just to be safe, but I can't find where my clicky went. I know I got one. Maybe I pulled it on a different character even. Speaking of, maybe I'll do a gameplay video of my sorcerer next. Those gargoyles took a lot more than they should. I apparently failed to catch myself in the splash. Method, speedy time. That was a good call. That was a lot of methods. I just went through a lot of bolts. One of these times that I do the speed thing, I should do this, look at how many bolts I started with, and then see how many bolts I ended with. Redisplace. You know what, I have plenty of speed things left, let's do that. So I have 172 bolts. I'm not going to fire until there are enemies. I'm not going to keep firing when there aren't enemies. I'm going to try to only fire at things and see how many bolts I actually pump into them. Please don't be an iron golem right now. It's not the thing I want to do this to. Well, you know what, that's fine actually. There's one iron golem left in that corner over there. Here we go. Alright. Stop firing right away, and I'm at 151. And I had 9-10 seconds left on the thing. So, what, 20 bolts in 4 seconds? It's not bad. Just for the record. For the record, can come in a minute. Oh. One of the other things I should note, like, you can see the huge law numbers on the side, but if you haven't noticed, I have this poison coating going. It's a d6 poison damage for every 3 levels in Alchemist. And since I'm level 12 with 1 rogue, I'm getting 3d6 on that. But there's an extra thing on there I didn't show you real fast. Want to as soon as the stuff dies. It says it scales with spell power. I have all sorts of bonuses to spell power, specifically poison spell power as well. I don't really use a lot of spells, and I have not geared trying to have that spell power. I just happen to have... I don't see poison in there. He's still full health. Why don't I see poison in this list? Acid, cold, electric, fire, force, light, negative, poison. Poison 27. Apparently it's not even my best one. Oh well. Here, catch a flask. He's not even a fool. Catch another flask. Now I said, come look at like the 130 mark. This guy's starting to make sounds. I'm gonna change my angle. Uh-oh. Coil might die here. I care more about him than the hireling. He's worth experience to me. Oh, she doesn't have spell points. That's probably why she died in the first place. I never paid any attention. Good thing he died easy. Optional was worth how much? 1,000. Yeah, this was half of the necessary experience per time to be worth the time. Whoa, 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 whoa. I started to preemptively recall there. And it turns out that would have been fine, but it had not correctly awarded all of that experience yet. But I did get, after buffs and stuff, 9,000 plus 300 and another 15. After all of the buffs, it becomes nearly worthwhile. It should not require that to be a worthwhile quest. I think that's it for this side of it. Now it's just the central one, which has the whole go get the key thing. I feel like maybe I can lockpick that. I'm gonna double check it real fast. DDO, thernal. Hopefully it'll just give me the whole thing. Yeah, there we go. Starting here. Silver key, if you're lucky to find the way. If not, check the map. The second one can be found in the chest. Neither are required if you can knock or lockpick. Ha, neither are required. I'm good. It's kind of what I thought for some reason. I forgot to put on my voice of the master again. I don't even know why I took it off for that one. Check for augments, check for augments, check for augments. Things might actually be valuable if they have augments. I have seen like no augments since the latest update. Wow, that's not awful. But nothing is good. You know what, I feel like maybe he tells me about the next thing, does he? Is there more to do here? How can I found him? Severa, there we go. I do have to talk to him an extra time. Having played this game many years ago does help. And I did it not all that long ago with Joe, so you'd think I'd remember a couple things. like where the central excavation is. There we go. Alright, so what I learned about this one is there's no protection. I don't need the key if I can pick locks well. So, should be able to just go to town on it. And if I go this way, there's traps. But I am a rogue. I think there's also like a locked door or something. I'm gonna tell her to stay behind while I figure out what it is. No trap right away? I thought there was a trap right away. There we go. Couple of things. One, this is the key that I specifically don't require. Two, right beneath me is the trap. Let's see if this gets me a box or something. Do I get any extra experience for doing this trap? No, not unless I get more. Ha! This door is locked unless I come at it from the other side. That's why I never start on this side. But I think it is a shortcut. I feel like I'm already near where I need to be. Thought I wanted to be going down, the slider's going up. Maybe this isn't where I want to be. I don't know. I'm gonna explore it and find out. I'm also gonna let my hireling come join me. There we go, there's the ramp down. This is where I want it. Haste. Speedy thing. And just keep charging through whatever might come. Just barely got them at the end of that buff, but they're dead. It's not like I have a concern about my bolts. It's an infinite supply I can summon more of. I do not feel like I'm supposed to climb anymore. I feel like I'm just supposed to go deeper and deeper. Kinda thought I'd already be there. Thank you, hireling. There we go, there's a hole down, that's what I'm looking for. Do you see that double 300 from pressing my ask questions later button? Pretty sure the thing I'm looking for is behind here. Yeah. Alright. Displacement. Force the hireling to heal me. And go into speed mode. There they are. How? I'm not 100% sure what killed her, but it should be fine. Wow. I thought I failed on that heal scroll, apparently not. Oh yeah, that, if you didn't notice, I have permanent true seeing on this character. This ability, you gain the effect of permanent true seeing, +1 to critical threat and multiplier. Also, +2 damage dice with law on your sides. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I have 7d6 with law on your side. That's better than I thought it was. That's way too many gargoyles. Just pop the buff. It's the last one I've got, but I'm basically at the end here. If not actually at the end. There are both levers. That might have been all I needed. That opens the way here. This floor falls. Are these even real chests? Nope, I can get to them, but they're just decoration. I popped my buff in there that took out some of his stats. Unfortunately, I didn't quit shooting, so I didn't actually stun him. Could have taken a quick breather mid-fight, assuming the hireling didn't hit him. But I think I click the door, I walk forward, and I'm done. Here is the missing party. Slay the cave beholder. Oh! Oh, that's an actual objective? The cave beholder was way up at the beginning. Out of curiosity, am I allowed to go through here? No. Oh no. I have messed up. My shortcut does not take me past the beholder room. I didn't even look at the list of objectives. Has that been there the whole time? Or was that added later in the mission? Oh, this is the wrong way. Apparently that's a flame trap back there on that floor plate. Didn't look to see if it could be disarmed either. I probably should have. That could have been some experience. There are no shrines in this mission, I can confirm that. Ah! I know the cave beholder is down a side passage. I want to say somewhere pretty far to the west on this map. Hopefully I wasn't supposed to climb up that ladder that I scoffed at. This feels right. I think it's at the top of this ramp, maybe. Oh, Plague Reaper, no. No, I'm not prepared for you. I don't even have blur on. Miranda. Miranda. I have cakes, but they are for emergencies. This is not that hard of a mission, and it's not even that important for me to finish it. At all. Do I care about this extra part of threnal? I don't. I have explained and shown what I can do, and then I screwed up and forgot what part of the mission was. It's my own fault, no big deal. I'm gonna call it a night.